Welcome to Ancient Astronauts. I'm your host, Ben Carter. On the rocky plains of the Serengeti, where ancient tribes once roamed, a peculiar anomaly has been unearthed. Prehistoric rock art, dating back thousands of years, depicts scenes that, to the modern eye, appear startlingly out of place. Among the usual illustrations of hunters, animals, and everyday tribal life, there are figures that defy conventional explanation. These are not the usual human forms, nor are they familiar beasts of the wild. They are humanoid, yet distinctly alien, their bodies adorned with features that seem to suggest a blend of earthly and extraterrestrial life. One such figure, a childlike entity, possesses a pair of eyes too large and luminous for a typical human child, its body slender and elongated in a manner that suggests a creature not of this world. Yet it stands hand in hand with human figures, integrated seamlessly into the everyday life of the tribe. Could this be mere artistic interpretation, or might it hint towards a reality that is far more elusive? These unusual representations are not confined to a single site or culture. From the caves of France to the deserts of Australia, similar figures with their alien-like features can be found etched into the stone. These figures, often standing alongside human counterparts, seem to suggest a coexistence, an interaction between our ancient ancestors and beings from beyond our understanding. What if these figures were not mere artistry, but representations of reality as it was perceived by our prehistoric ancestors? Could they be evidence of a time when extraterrestrial life forms were part of the human experience, not as invaders or conquerors, but as cohabitants, perhaps even family? The notion of alien hybrid children in prehistoric tribes may sound like the stuff of science fiction. Yet when confronted with these ancient depictions, one cannot help but entertain the possibility. Could these alien-human hybrids be the offspring of interbreeding between Homo sapiens and extraterrestrial entities? Could they be the genetic experiments of advanced alien civilizations? Or perhaps they were spiritual manifestations, entities born of the mystical union between humanity and the cosmos. These are not easy questions to answer, nor are they ones that can be brushed aside as mere fantasy. They demand our attention, our curiosity, and our willingness to delve into the unknown. As we venture deeper into this mystery, we uncover a world that defies our understanding of history, biology, and the very nature of life itself. It is a journey into the depths of the past, where the boundaries between the human and the extraterrestrial blur, giving way to a reality far stranger and more intriguing than anything we could have imagined. To fully understand this enigma, one must first immerse oneself in the ancient world where these theories originate. This was a time when civilization was in its infancy, and humans were just beginning to establish their place in the world. They were living in tribes, forming the precursors to modern societies, and developing the fundamental technologies that would lay the groundwork for future advancements. Their lives were governed by the rhythms of nature, the hunt for survival, and the mysteries of the unseen. The prehistoric tribes perceived their world through a lens vastly different from ours. They lived in a world teeming with spirits and supernatural forces. Their spiritual beliefs were firmly rooted in animism, the belief that all objects, places, and creatures possess a distinct spiritual essence. Everything was animated and alive, from the towering trees to the roaring rivers, the whispering wind to the silent stones. In this context, the idea of entities from the cosmos cohabitating with humans does not seem so outlandish. Mythology played a crucial role in the lives of prehistoric tribes. They wove tales of gods and monsters, heroes and villains, creation and destruction. These myths served multiple purposes. They were an attempt to explain the inexplicable, to make sense of the world around them. They were also a medium to pass down knowledge and wisdom from one generation to the next. In these mythologies, interspecies unions were not uncommon. Beings from the sky or the underworld often mated with humans, leading to the birth of hybrids who were part mortal, part divine. These hybrids often possessed extraordinary abilities and played significant roles in the mythos of their respective cultures. Could the concept of alien-human hybrids be an extension of this ancient belief system? The technological capabilities of these prehistoric tribes should not be underestimated. While they may not have developed advanced machinery or digital technology, they had a deep understanding of their natural environment. They harnessed the power of the elements, developed sophisticated tools, and constructed monumental structures. Some of these achievements are so impressive that they continue to baffle modern scientists. Could these feats have been accomplished with the help of extraterrestrial entities? The ancient world was a realm where the natural and the supernatural, the earthly and the celestial, the human and the non-human coexisted in harmony. It was a world where the laws of nature were not fixed and rigid, but fluid and flexible. It was a world where the boundaries between reality and imagination were blurred, where the possible and the impossible were merely two sides of the same coin. In such a world, the possibility of alien-human hybrids does not seem so far-fetched. In fact, it seems perfectly in line with the beliefs, practices, and experiences of our ancient ancestors. It is in this context that we must continue our exploration, peeling back the layers of time, delving deeper into the mystery of the alien hybrid children in prehistoric tribes. Ancient scriptures, carvings, and temples themselves bear intriguing records that seem to corroborate the idea of otherworldly beings mingling with humans. One of the most compelling sources of this theory comes from the Sumerian texts. The Sumerians, a civilization that existed in the Mesopotamian region around 4500 BC, left behind cuneiform tablets. These texts speak of the Anunnaki, those who from heaven to earth came. These beings were described as gods who descended from the heavens, teaching Sumerians advanced knowledge and siring children with them. Further east in ancient India, the rich tapestry of Hindu mythology speaks of celestial beings known as devas and asuras. These entities are often depicted with supernatural abilities and advanced flying machines known as vimanas. The Mahabharata, one of the major Sanskrit epics of ancient India, offers accounts of interbreeding between these celestial beings and humans. This union birthed children who were demigods, possessing extraordinary abilities, a narrative that aligns with the concept of alien-human hybrids. In Africa, the Dogon tribe of Mali has an oral tradition dating back thousands of years, which speaks of beings from the star system Sirius. These beings, called the Namo, are said to have descended to Earth in an ark and imparted wisdom about the cosmos to the Dogon people. Intriguingly, the Dogon's knowledge of the Sirius star system, documented long before modern telescopes, is startlingly accurate. Moving to the Americas, the ancient Mayans left behind a treasure trove of texts and architectural marvels. Their mythology speaks of the Quinametsin giants, enormous beings who constructed colossal structures. Could these be the same gods that other ancient cultures speak of, whose intermingling with humans resulted in hybrid offspring? In the realm of physical evidence, ancient cave paintings and petroglyphs worldwide depict humanoid figures with exaggerated eyes and elongated skulls, often associated with UFO sightings in modern times. Are these depictions of the so-called star people, the extraterrestrial beings who were part of the human lineage in prehistoric times? The evidence scattered across time and geography is tantalizing, suggesting a narrative of ancient alien hybrid children that echoes in the myths, scriptures, and artifacts of prehistoric tribes. It hints at a world where our ancestors coexisted and possibly interbred with beings not from this earth, resulting in a lineage of hybrids who carried both human and alien traits. One can only wonder at the extent of knowledge and power these hybrids might have possessed and the roles they played in shaping the early course of human civilization. At the heart of the theories surrounding ancient alien hybrid children lies the ancient astronaut theory. This theory proposes that extraterrestrials with superior knowledge of science and engineering landed on Earth thousands of years ago, sharing their expertise with early civilizations and interbreeding with humans. The offspring, as a result, were thought to be hybrids with both human and alien traits. The primary premise of this theory contradicts the established historical narrative of linear human progression, suggesting instead a leap in knowledge and abilities due to extraterrestrial intervention. There are numerous anomalies across the world that conventional archaeology struggles to explain, adding fuel to the ancient astronaut theory. The Great Pyramids of Giza, the Nazca Lines in Peru, the stone structures of Pumapunku, and the Moai statues of Easter Island all exhibit engineering feats that seem beyond the capabilities of the civilizations credited with their creation. The pyramids, for instance, with their precise alignment to the cardinal directions and the complex inner chambers, have left archaeologists in awe of the mathematical and astronomical knowledge required to construct them. The Nazca lines, massive geoglyphs etched into the desert floor, are fully visible and appreciable only from an aerial view, raising questions about how and why they were created by a civilization that supposedly lacked flight capabilities. The intricate stonework of Puma Punku, consisting of H-shaped blocks that interlock with astonishing precision, suggests advanced machining techniques that the ancient Andean culture should not have possessed. These anomalies point towards a level of sophistication and knowledge that seems anachronistic to the period. The ancient astronaut theory proposes that this knowledge was not a result of human ingenuity alone, but was imparted by extraterrestrial visitors. These visitors, according to the theory, not only shared their knowledge but also their genetic material, leading to the existence of hybrid offspring. While this theory is controversial and widely debated, it offers an alternative perspective to the narrative of human history. The numerous myths and legends speaking of gods descending from the skies, imparting knowledge, and fathering children with humans provide a compelling backdrop to the ancient astronaut theory. If we accept this theory, it means acknowledging the possibility that our ancestors were more than mere spectators in the cosmos. They were active participants, engaging with beings from beyond our world in a shared genetic journey, the legacy of which might still be present in our DNA today. Diving into the hard evidence in support of the ancient astronaut theory requires an examination of both the physical and genetic remnants of the past. Archaeological findings and genetic anomalies provide intriguing hints that point towards the possibility of extraterrestrial interaction. One such evidence arises from the site of Göbekli Tepe in modern-day Turkey. Carbon dating estimates place this archaeological site at around 9600 BCE, making it one of the oldest known man-made structures on Earth. The site's complexity and scale, featuring massive stone pillars arranged in circles, challenge our understanding of the capabilities of prehistoric societies. The intricate carvings on the pillars, depicting various animals and abstract symbols, have led some researchers to suggest that the site served as an astronomical observatory. These construction techniques, far ahead of their time, add weight to the theory that ancient societies may have been influenced by extraterrestrial beings. In the realm of genetics, the Human Genome Project has uncovered a wealth of information about our genetic makeup. Among the many findings, one in particular stands out: the presence of non-coding DNA, or junk DNA. This comprises approximately 97% of the human genome and serves no apparent purpose. Some proponents of the ancient astronaut theory speculate that this junk DNA could be a genetic marker left by extraterrestrial beings, a kind of cosmic signature embedded within our DNA. Another genetic anomaly is the presence of the Rh-negative blood type. This rare blood type lacks the Rh antigen, a protein present in most people's red blood cells. The origin of Rh-negative blood remains a mystery, with no clear evolutionary pathway. The ancient astronaut theory proposes that this could be a genetic trait introduced by hybridization with extraterrestrial beings. Moreover, inconsistencies in carbon dating of various prehistoric sites around the world have sparked debate among scientists. Some of these sites, like the Sphinx of Giza, show weathering patterns that suggest they are much older than traditionally believed. If true, this would push back the timeline of human civilization and open up more possibilities for extraterrestrial interaction. While these pieces of evidence are not conclusive proof of the ancient astronaut theory, they do lend some weight to the hypothesis. They present intriguing questions about our past and open up possibilities for a history that is far more intertwined with the cosmos than we previously imagined. As we continue to explore the mysteries of our past, we may find more clues that hint at our ancestors' cosmic connections. Despite the tantalizing hints and provocative questions raised by these strands of evidence, mainstream historians and archaeologists have largely rejected or dismissed the ancient astronaut theory and the idea of extraterrestrial hybridization. There is a clear pattern of institutional pushback, with many in the academic community regarding these theories as fringe or pseudoscience. This skepticism is not without reason. Critics point out that these theories often rely on a misinterpretation or selective reading of archaeological and genetic data. For instance, the junk DNA concept has been challenged by recent research suggesting that this non-coding DNA plays a crucial role in regulating gene expression. Similarly, the mystery of Rh-negative blood has been explained through natural mutation and genetic drift rather than invoking extraterrestrial intervention. In terms of archaeological evidence, mainstream scholars argue that the advanced construction techniques and astronomical knowledge of ancient societies can be explained by human innovation and cultural exchange rather than alien influence. They also caution against reading too much into the weathering patterns of structures like the Sphinx, pointing out that our understanding of ancient climates and weathering processes is still incomplete. Furthermore, many critics argue that the ancient astronaut theory displays a kind of temporal chauvinism, underestimating the capabilities of our ancestors and attributing their accomplishments to extraterrestrial beings. They see this as a kind of cultural imperialism, imposing modern Western narratives of progress and technology onto diverse and complex ancient societies. Beyond academia, governments and other institutions have also been accused of suppressing information related to extraterrestrial contact. From the alleged cover-up of the Roswell incident to the secrecy surrounding Area 51, there is a deep-seated belief among some that powerful entities are hiding the truth about our cosmic connections. However, we must remember that absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. The institutional pushback against these theories could be seen as a reflection of the scientific method's inherent conservatism, its preference for established paradigms and skepticism towards radical new ideas. Or perhaps it's a symptom of a collective reluctance to confront a potentially unsettling reality, that we are not alone in the universe and that our origins may be far stranger than we ever imagined. This tension between mainstream rejection and alternative theories continues to fuel the debate, casting a fascinating light on the intersection of history, science, and the search for extraterrestrial life. The notion of divinity as we understand it today could have been drastically different for ancient societies. If these societies were indeed in contact with extraterrestrial beings, it's plausible that they could have interpreted these encounters as interactions with gods or divine beings. Various ancient cultures around the world often attributed their technological advancements, cultural practices, and even their existence to omnipotent beings descending from the sky. Such narratives invariably involve remarkable phenomena, unexplainable by the standards of their time and often associated with the heavens. In a world where understanding of natural phenomena was limited, it isn't entirely beyond the realm of possibility that advanced extraterrestrials could have been perceived as deities. Consider the Sumerians, for instance, one of the earliest known civilizations. They believed in sky gods, known as the Anunnaki, who they claimed gave them knowledge about agriculture, laws, and city planning. Sumerian texts describe these gods as beings who came down from the heavens in chariots of fire, bearing knowledge and wisdom. The parallels between this description and modern accounts of UFO sightings are uncanny. Similarly, the Dogon tribe of Mali, Africa, worshipped the Namo, amphibious beings from the star system, Sirius. Centuries before modern astronomers confirmed the existence of a dwarf star in the Sirius system, the Dogon had extensive knowledge of this celestial body. In the Americas, the Maya and Inca civilizations built complex societies with impressive architectural feats, attributing their knowledge and skill to sky gods. Their lore is filled with beings descending from the sky, teaching them various disciplines and then returning to the heavens. Moreover, the concept of sky travel is a common motif in numerous ancient cultures. From the Vimanas, flying chariots described in ancient Indian texts, to the celestial boats of the Egyptian gods, the idea of divine beings traversing the skies is a recurring theme. These symbols, divine epithets, and sky travel motifs could be interpreted as evidence of extraterrestrial visitation. It's possible that these so-called gods were, in fact, advanced beings from other planets, misinterpreted due to the lens of spirituality and limited understanding of the cosmos in prehistoric times. While these interpretations remain speculative, they add an intriguing dimension to our understanding of ancient cultures and their belief systems. They invite us to question and explore the potential intersections between spirituality, ancient knowledge, and the existence of extraterrestrial life. In recent years, the theory of alien hybrid children in prehistoric tribes has seen a significant resurgence in popular culture. A key catalyst for this renewed interest is the influence of modern media. Books, films, podcasts, and online communities have all played a part in reigniting the public's fascination with this intriguing possibility. Documentaries such as Ancient Aliens on the History Channel have served to bring the theory into the mainstream, with episodes devoted to exploring the potential evidence of extraterrestrial visitation in ancient times. These shows often delve into the mythologies, artifacts, and architectural marvels of ancient civilizations, presenting them through the lens of potential alien influence. Books, too, have played their part in propelling this theory into the public consciousness. Works like Erich von Däniken's Chariots of the Gods and Zecharia Sitchin's The 12th Planet propose that the gods of ancient cultures were in fact extraterrestrial beings, and that their interactions with humans resulted in the birth of hybrid offspring. These controversial publications have inspired countless debates and discussions, encouraging readers to question the accepted narratives of our past. In the realm of digital media, podcasts and radio shows have provided a platform for experts and enthusiasts alike to share their interpretations and insights. Shows such as Fade to Black and Coast to Coast AM regularly feature discussions on ancient astronaut theory, alien-human hybrids, and the potential evidence that supports these ideas. Online communities, too, have played a significant role in the modern resurgence of this theory. Websites, blogs, and social media groups dedicated to exploring the possibility of ancient extraterrestrial visitation abound on the Internet. In these virtual spaces, individuals from around the globe can share their theories, discuss ancient texts and artifacts, and collectively delve into the mysteries of our past. The impact of this theory on the public imagination cannot be overstated. It has sparked a renewed interest in ancient cultures and their belief systems, encouraging us to question the accepted narratives of human history. It has inspired artists, filmmakers, and writers, influencing a wide range of creative works. Through the lens of this theory, our past is seen not as a linear progression, but as a tapestry woven with threads of possibility, mystery, and cosmic influence. It invites us to look at our ancestors and their cultures with a fresh perspective, and to consider the possibility that our origins might extend beyond the confines of our planet. The idea of alien hybrid children in prehistoric tribes, once relegated to the fringes, is now part of our cultural discourse, inviting us to question, explore, and imagine. As we delve deeper into the esoteric layers of this theory, we encounter concepts that are far more radical and mystical. Among these is the notion of interdimensional beings, entities not from another planet, but from another plane of existence entirely. These beings are theorized to possess advanced capabilities, enabling them to transcend the physical laws that bind us to our reality. Some hypotheses suggest that these interdimensional beings played a role in the creation of hybrid offspring, their alien DNA intermingling with human genetic material to birth a new species. This concept is not entirely alien to our thinking. Many ancient cultures believed in the existence of otherworldly beings that could cross the threshold between realities. They were depicted as gods, spirits, or ancestors, entities with the power to influence human destiny from their ethereal realms. Could these beliefs be interpreted as ancient accounts of interdimensional beings, entities that could alter our genetic fabric and give rise to hybrid offspring? Another radical layer of this theory involves the concept of ancient hybrid bloodlines. This proposes that the hybrid offspring of these extraterrestrial or interdimensional beings and humans did not vanish into the annals of prehistory but persisted, their genetic legacy continuing through lineages that still exist today. These hybrid bloodlines, it is suggested, may possess unique abilities or traits, remnants of their otherworldly heritage. These hypotheses extend further into the realm of suppressed alien technologies. Some proponents of the theory propose that our ancient ancestors were not merely passive recipients of extraterrestrial influence, but active participants in an intergalactic exchange of knowledge and technology. They suggest that our ancestors were bestowed with advanced technologies, knowledge of which has been lost or intentionally suppressed over the millennia. The implications are profound. If such technologies existed, they could revolutionize our understanding of human potential and capability. They might reveal abilities and knowledge within us that have remained dormant, awaiting rediscovery. Could the myths of ancient civilizations wielding divine power or creating marvels beyond their technological grasp be remnants of a forgotten era of alien-assisted advancement? Finally, we explore the concept of the extraterrestrial origin of humanity itself. This theory suggests that humans are not merely the product of Earth's evolutionary processes but are, in part, the result of extraterrestrial influence or intervention. This lends a cosmic dimension to our existence, positioning us not as solitary inhabitants of a lone blue planet, but as part of a vast, interconnected cosmic family. In traversing these fringe extensions of the theory, we are invited not just to question the nature of our past, but to reconsider the very essence of our being. Are we merely the product of earthly evolution, or are we perhaps the children of the stars, born of a union between humans and beings from realms beyond our understanding? It is a question that invites contemplation, exploration, and perhaps one day, revelation. Yet, despite the tantalizing allure of these theories, vast expanses of the puzzle remain shrouded in mystery. Skeptics and believers alike grapple with the lack of unambiguous physical evidence, the absence of clear-cut historical records, and the paradoxical silence of the cosmic void. If our ancestors interacted with extraterrestrial beings, why is there no undeniable proof left behind? If we are descendants of alien-human hybrids, why do we not possess more widespread, identifiable traits or abilities of an otherworldly nature? Where are the relics of the alien technologies that supposedly catalyzed our progress? These questions, among others, challenge the mainstream historical narrative and invite us to probe deeper, to question more, to explore the unexplored. They remind us that our understanding of the universe, of our place within it, is limited by our current knowledge and perspective. As we advance, as we learn more, we may find that what we once thought was implausible becomes plausible, that what we once dismissed as mere myth or legend may hold kernels of truth. The mysteries of our past are not just curiosities to be marveled at, but keys to our future, to unlocking our potential, to understanding who we are and where we come from. They challenge us to rethink our place in the cosmos, to question the nature of our existence, to contemplate the possibility of a reality far more complex and interconnected than we've ever imagined. So as we venture forth into the unknown, let us carry with us these unresolved questions, these tantalizing mysteries, as a reminder that our journey towards understanding is ongoing, that our history may not be as it seems, that our future may hold revelations beyond our wildest dreams. The truth of our origin, whether earthly or celestial, is yet to be definitively determined. Until then, the enigma of the alien hybrid children in prehistoric tribes remains a provocative invitation to all of us to rethink not only our past, but also our place in the cosmos. This is more than a quest for historical accuracy. It's an exploration of our very identity, a journey that could redefine our understanding of humanity and its place in the universe. It is this potential, this possibility, that makes the exploration of forbidden knowledge not just an intellectual endeavor, but a profoundly personal journey. In the end, it may not be just about finding the answers, but about asking the right questions, about challenging our perceptions, about daring to imagine a reality beyond the confines of our current understanding. Perhaps, in a universe as vast and mysterious as ours, the most incredible stories are yet to be written. And perhaps we are the authors of those stories, the explorers charting the course of our own cosmic journey. Thanks for listening. This has been another episode of Ancient Astronauts. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.